We are truly honored to have some of these extraordinary veterans here with us today. Among them are men who fought at Bataan and Corregidor, and a survivor of those hellish prisoner of war camps. Some fought in the resistance, including Nurse Carolina Garcia Delfin. These veterans are now in their 90s. They are an inspiration to us all. And I'd ask those who can stand to stand or give a wave so that we can all salute their service. The spirit of these veterans, their strength, their solidarity, I see it in you as well when you train and exercise together to stay ready for the future. When our special forces, some of you here today, advise and assist our Filipino partners in their fight against terrorism. And when you respond to crises together, as you did after Yolanda. Along with your civilian partners, you rushed into the disaster zone. Pulled people from the rubble, delivered food and medicine. You showed what friends can do when we take care of each other. These are the kinds of missions we face today. Yesterday, President Aquino and I agreed to begin a new chapter in our alliance. And under our new agreement, American forces can begin rotating through Filipino airfields and ports. We'll train and exercise together more to bring our militaries even closer. And to support your efforts to strengthen your armed forces. We'll improve our ability to respond even faster to disasters like Yolanda. Today, I thank the people of the Philippines for welcoming our service members as your friends and partners. Deepening our alliance is part of our broader vision for the Asia-Pacific. We believe that nations and peoples have the right to live in security and peace. And to have their sovereignty and territorial integrity respected. We believe that international law must be upheld. That freedom of navigation must be preserved and commerce must not be impeded. We believe that disputes must be resolved peacefully and not by intimidation or force. That's what our nations stand for. That's the future we're working for. And that's why your service is so important. Let me be absolutely clear. For more than 60 years, the United States and the Philippines have been bound by a mutual defense treaty. And this treaty means our two nations pledge. And I'm quoting our common determination to defend themselves against external armed attacks. So that no potential aggressor could be under the illusion that either of them stands alone. In other words, our commitment to defend the Philippines is ironclad and the United States will keep that commitment, because allies never stand alone. In closing, I want to leave you with an incredible story that captures the strength of our alliance. We all know about the massive international response after Yolanda. What few people realize is that it started all with a single aircraft carrying a handful of Filipino and American troops and civilians. The storm hit land that Friday. The very next morning, the first aircraft took off, a Philippine C-130 carrying Captain Roy Trinidad. A Philippine Navy SEAL, Colonel Mike Wiley, United States Marines, and Major George Apolisok, U. S. Air Force. Just hours after the storm passed, with Tacloban devastated, they landed at the airport. And the next day, they were joined by others, including Army Major Leo Liepreich. In the days that followed, they worked together, Filipinos and Americans, setting up a medical station. Clearing debris from the runway, reopening that airport. Filipino soldiers unloading aid from American cargo aircraft. American troops loading supplies onto Filipino helicopters. And when all the cargo was off those aircraft, our troops worked together to help local residents aboard so that they could be evacuated to safety. And over, those grateful Filipinos responded with a simple word: salamat. There, in the ruin, men like these worked around the clock, day after day. And at night they'd sleep on boards for cots, in a damaged building with only half a roof. It rained on some nights, and we got a little wet, said George, but nobody complained. We've been training together for many years, he said. We worked as a team. And because of individuals like these, thousands were evacuated to safety. And what started with a few men on that first day became a global relief effort that saved countless lives. Roy, the Philippine Navy SEAL, George, Mike, Leo, they are here today. George also happens to be a proud Filipino American. I want them to stand again and accept our thanks. There's a connection between our proud veterans from World War II and our men. And women serving today, bound across the generations by the spirit of our alliance. Filipinos and Americans standing together, shoulder to shoulder, Balikatan. On behalf of the American people, thank you all for your service. Thank you for making us so proud. To the Americans here. I am never prouder than being able to stand before you as your Commander-in-Chief. To our Filipino Armed Forces, thank you for being such an outstanding ally. Together, you are helping to secure the prosperity and peace of both our nations. God bless you. God bless the Republic of the Philippines. God bless the United States of America. And God bless the alliance between our great nations. Thank you. Barack Obama. Speech to troops at Fort Campbell. Delivered May 6, 2011. Hello, Fort Campbell. 101st Airborne Division Air Assault, hello. General Colt, thank you for that great introduction. It was great because it was brief. More importantly, thank you for the extraordinary leadership that you've shown here at one of the largest army bases in America. And let me just say, I make a lot of decisions, one of the earliest and best decisions I made was choosing one of the finest vice presidents in our history, Joe Biden, right here. Chaplain Miller, thank you for the beautiful invocation. I want to thank General Cold for welcoming me here today, along with your great command Sergeant Major, Wayne St. Lewis, the Quartet and 101st Division Band. All these troopers. Behind me you look great. You noticed they kind of hesitated. We got a lot of folks in the house. We've got military police and medical personnel. We've got the Green Berets of the 5th Special Forces Group. I think we've got a few Air Force here. Oh. Well, we thought we did. There they go. Okay. Come on. And, of course, the legendary Screaming Eagles. And although they're not in the audience, I want to acknowledge the 160th Special. Operations Aviation Regiment, the Night Stalkers, for their extraordinary service. Now, I've got to say, some of you are starting to look a little familiar because last December, when we were at Bagram, I was out there to thank you for your service, especially during the holidays. And we had a great rally, a big crowd. It seemed like everybody was there from the 101st. And since then, I know we've had quite a few homecomings. The Rockisons, Destiny, Strike, Bastogne, and some of the division headquarters, the Gladiators. On behalf of a grateful nation, welcome home. Of course, our thoughts and prayers are with General Campbell, Command Sergeant Major Schroeder. and all of the screaming eagles and troops that are still risking their lives in theater. And I'm so pleased that Ann Campbell and Marla Schroeder, and some of the inspiring military spouses, are here. Where are they at? Right over there. We are grateful to you. God bless you. There they are. Thank you so much. This happens to be Military Spouse Appreciation Day. And we honor your service as well. Now, I didn't come here to make a really long speech. I know you're hearing that. It's like, yeah. It's hot. What I really wanted to do was come down and shake some hands. I came here for a simple reason, to say thank you on behalf of America. This has been an historic week in the life of our nation. Thanks to the incredible skill and courage of countless individuals, intelligence, military over many years. The terrorist leader who struck our nation on September 11 will never threaten America again. Yesterday, I traveled to New York City, and, along with some of our 9/11 families, laid a wreath at Ground Zero in memory of their loved ones. I met with the first responders, the firefighters, the police officers. The Port Authority officers who lost so many of their own when they rushed into those burning towers. I promise that our nation will never forget those we lost that dark September day. And today, here at Fort Campbell, I had the privilege of meeting the extraordinary special ops folks who honored that promise. It was a chance for me to say on behalf of all Americans, and people around the world, job well done. Job well done.